No one really knows. No one had the patience to find out. Either that, or everyone was too scared that the steering might lock on again and they'd spear off into a field. Then there was the positioning of the engine. The company's founder looked at how Porsche had put it in the back, behind the rear axle, and thought, that's wrong. I'll do that. This made for some interesting handling characteristics, which become obvious when you try to take a corner. Even when it's dry, like now, it's still no better, because as you go into a corner, you've got grip, grip, grip. You're always thinking, yes, but in a minute, that turbo's going to cut in, 250 brake horsepower, all of that going to the back wheels, then I'll have no grip. And it's just so unprogressive, the way it slides, it's nigh on impossible to control. Whoa! Oh my God! So there we are. It may well be a supercar, but sure as hell isn't a supercar. That hurt, actually. This is the supercar I've just bought. It's a Lamborghini Gallardo Spider, and it's much better than the Ford GT I had before, for one very simple reason. It doesn't break down all the time. I remember being a bit disappointed when I first drove a Gallardo. It was the first car Lamborghini had made since they'd been taken over by Audi, and I was expecting really quite a lot from the combination of Italian lunacy and German common sense. Sadly, though, it just felt like a big TT. It felt wooden. Didn't take them long, though, to put things right. First, they tweaked the 5-litre V10 engine, so now you get 512 brake horsepower. That's a lot in a car which is deceptively tiny. It's actually shorter than a Ford Focus. They also fitted shorter gear ratios, and of course, they launched the Spider version you see here. The combination transformed the Gallardo from a ho-hum also-ran into something I just had to have. I love the way the exhaust valve works, because most of the time it's quite civilised like this. Then you flex your toe a tiny little bit. Does two noises. Civilised and civilised. Bark! Bark! Subtlety at all. I also love the volume of the bark. It's just so brutal. And I adore the way this thing feels and looks. Ferrari, when they sell you a car, speak of heritage and of Von Trapp, or whatever he was called, drifting some racer through a rouge in 1951. Lamborghini, they just paint their cars yellow. But the thing I love most of all is the way it lets you take diabolical liberties. You turn into a corner too hard, without any power on, the traction control turned off. It's a recipe for disaster. Not in this though, look. Whoa! Unlike a Murcielago, this lets you go right up to the limit, and then quite a long way beyond. Four-wheel drive constantly moves the power around the car, so no matter how daft you are with the throttle or the steering or the brakes, you won't end up in a barrier with some light bruising.